Hello everyone and welcome to another installment of MobileSec Mondays. In this video, we're going to go through the steps of downloading our root certificate, which we're going to need to use Burp, which is installed on our Intro to Android Security virtual machine, which you're looking at here. We're going to need that certificate to use the interception proxy. In our case, we're going to use Burp. I already said that, to intercept our traffic on our Android x86 emulator. This is going to be a two-part video. So the first part is actually downloading the certificate. The second video is going to be installing the certificate and then routing Burp to make sure everything works correctly. So let's get started. As I said before, I have our Intro to Android Security virtual machine open. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show that we have Burp installed inside of our virtual machine. So if we go to menu, penetration testing, you will see BurpSuite community as the first option. So how do we get our root certificate? Well, so now what we're going to do is we're going to open Firefox. And again, we need to get the root certificate. And you may be wondering, why do we need a root certificate? Well, we need this to have secure communications. So if you use Burp without the root certificate, you will be able to use it, but only for HTTP only, meaning sites, websites, or web pages that have HTTPS or HTTP hypertext transfer protocol over TLS, which is what the S stands for. It will not render properly, and Burp will be like, hey, I can't render this, because you don't have the proper configuration. So to avoid all of that, we're going to download the root certificate from Burp, install it onto our mobile device to remove that problem. So now that we have our internet browser open, in this case Firefox, we're going to go HTTP Burp. Now we see BurpSuite Community Edition. Welcome to BurpSuite Community Edition. And we see the CA certificate, which is our root certificate. CA stands for Certificate Authority Certificate. So when you are getting the root certificate, make sure you type http://burp, and it needs to be this screen. If you get anything else, something is not right. So it has to be this screen. So what we're going to do now is we're going to click on this, and as you can see, it's cacert.dir, and it lets us know it's the X509 certificate, and we're going to save it. Okay, so if we go to clicking here on the left hand side, the green will take us to our desktop. So if we go to Android Home, and if we go to downloads, you will see here we have our cacert.dir, or cacert.dir. So it saved successfully. So let's repeat what we did. We went to menu, penetration testing, BurpSuite community. We opened Burp, and it was next, and then start scan. From there, we went to the dashboard, which is this screen here. Then the capturing was on because we could tell, because it had the teal. We turned that to the left to turn it off because we do not want it to start capturing. From there, we went online. In this case, I use Firefox, which is inside the Intro to Android Security virtual machine. I typed in HTTP burp. I was presented with this screen, and it needs to be this screen. If it renders another web page, something's not right. It should say BurpSuite Community Edition, because if you're using this virtual machine, the Community Edition is what's installed. And then it needs to say welcome to BurpSuite Community Edition, and on the right it needs to say CA, which is Certificate Authority, which is the root certificate. Next, what we did, is we clicked on the CA certificate, and as you can see, it's a CA cert.dir, and it's a 509 certificate. So instead of opening it, we saved it and pressed OK, and then it's saved to our downloads. Now I have other things here, as you can see, but it's saved to our downloads, and we can see that here because we have the CA cert.dir. So that is the first step, is downloading the root certificate. And in our next video, we're going to talk about actually installing this on our x86 virtual machine, and then completing the steps of burp to actually intercept traffic on our x86 emulator. So I can't wait to see you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye.